me tell y'all a story.
You are now flying.
I was like, damn, I'm blessed. I done met someone that took my breath. She let it be known that I better come correct. And if you don't, you best believe you're gonna get checked. Oh my God, every moment had me like, oh my God. Said I'm a believer, she like, you're a God. Made me call my mama like, oh my God. She said, speaking of the Father, that's why I'm here. Said I would've never came unless you fear it. I'ma bring the knowledge down, bring your ear. You gon' wanna take some notes, yeah, write this down. Precept, I'm a precept, so you get it. Line upon line, then I'ma come and kick it. Post up, never leave as long as you don't bring the wicked. I'ma cook some dilly burgers, feed your mind. She had me like, oh, 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 oh. She gave me that lockdown, barely speaking at all. She like, oh, 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 oh. Think I fell in love with her. I was like, damn, I'm blessed. I done met someone that took my breath. She let it be known that I better come correct. And if you don't, you best believe you're gonna get checked. Oh my God, every moment had me like, oh my God. Said I'm a believer, she like, you're a God. Made me call my mama like, oh my God. She ain't never soft, yeah, she pretty tough. I'm taking all again, I can't get enough. I'm running out of time, come and fill me up. Give me peace of mind when I'm waking up. She got me pacing, can't sit down. When I pull a script, she breaks it down. Every time I see her, she fix my ground. I can't keep it to myself, I'm making no sound, yeah. Wifey question me like, babe, where you been? I responded back, I was out with my friends. She responded, baby, I ain't tryna offend, but ever since you been back, you been acting different. Well, ain't that something? I met another woman by the name of Wisdom. Thought I knew some shit, but she had made me feel dumb. Now I'm finna give you some. She had me like, oh, 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 oh. She gave me that lockdown, barely speaking at all. She like, oh, 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 oh. Think I fell in love with her. I was like, damn, I'm blessed. I done met someone that took my breath. She let it be known that I better come correct. And if you don't, you best believe you're gonna get checked. Oh my God, every moment had me like, oh my God. Said I'm a believer, she like, you're a God. Made me call my mama like, oh my God. I was like, damn, I'm blessed. I done met someone that took my breath. She let it be known that I better come correct. And if you don't, you best believe you're gonna get checked. Oh my God, every moment had me like, oh my God. Said I'm a believer, she like, you're a God. Made me call my mama like, oh my God. Come move into my place. Come move into my place. Come move into my place.
And I think that the men in the purple and gold that I've seen here, when I first saw them approaching down the street, this is not the first time I've ever seen them. I thought, now these are some young kings here. They look like kings. They speak like kings. And when they start teaching, they sound like kings.
To the Most High, He woke me to the truth from the dead estate, spiritual, fighting these demons on the day-to-day, don't fade away, we gotta keep it lit, when the oil burn, wisdom shows, we apply, throwing blows, it's a fight to the top, keep it pushing, never stop, constant battles, it's a lot, devil's working, it's a plot, slave ships, not a yacht, never fold, never flop, bounce back when we drop, God knows what we can take.
Weight of the world on my shoulders, I got gray hairs, we'll pull still up shining in your city just like state fairs. I be fleeing sin, I feel like Drizzy, I say take care. Cautious with my enemies, cause they gon' try to lay snares. Sunday bliss and all hypocrisies. Glory to the Father, we still here through all the atrocities. Can we speak? You my brother, what's the animosity? We the same, we both grew up eating Vienna sausages. We both tense up when we see the cops, we both hostages. Of the mental slavery they got us in. The world belongs to me and you, we still gotta pay for a pot to piss. Difference is I wait for Christ. Difference is if I keep the law to the end, I win a fight. That's why we glorify the Father. Why we always pray for mercy. Why we strive to be perfect. I got water surfing while I'm working. I got demons trying to entice me. Curve, I'm still learning. Swear I feel like Artaxerxes, how I'm Persian. Repent, time ticking like a Prezi watch. If my right eye offended me, I'll go Fetty Wap. Bringing forth the kingdom ain't no game. We making moves to sign it, something like we playing charades.
All praise to the Most High. He woke me to the truth from the dead estate, spiritual, fighting his demons on the day-to-day. Don't fade away. We gotta keep it lit. Wanna oil burn, wisdom shows, so we apply, throwing blows. It's a fight to the top. Keep it pushing, never stop. Constant battles, it's a lot. Devil's working, it's a plot. Slave ships, not a yacht. Never fold, never flop. Bounce back when we drop. God knows what we can take here.
All praises to the Lord. From slave ships to kingship as prophesied before. So bow in the presence of greatness. Heathens, hold your tongue, don't get smacked with a red brick. Foot across your neck, taking back the kingdom. Fighting for your soul so the Lord can come redeem them. Just a mortal man, but the twinkling of an eye. I'm reborn of God, skin black as coal. When the righteous stand bold, but it don't stop there. See Christ and his angels flying all through the air. And it's nothing you can do, but your pride's still there. Humble down or get shattered. Destined to serve us, so prepare the king's
all praise
platter.
to the Most High. He woke me to the truth from the dead estate, spiritual, fighting his demons on the day-to-day. Don't fade away. We gotta keep it lit. Wanna oil burn, wisdom shows, so we apply, throwing blows. It's the fight to the top. Keep it pushing, never stop. Constant battles, it's a lot. Devil's working, it's a plot. Slave ships, not a yacht. Never fold, never flop. Bounce back when we drop. God knows what we can take here.
Yeah, all praises to Abba the Father. Moving in the spirit of Moses, not Muhammad. Killing Allahs in Akhmet. Egypt's nonsense. Ankhs get stomped in a ferocious Hebrew mosh pit. Ghouls and goblins flee when the gods is marching. Extraterrestrial kings, but the team's not marching. Proceed with caution. We stone cold. No Steve Austin. The steez is awesome. We dripping like leaking Fosters. Plus these scripts sting like violent bees and hornets of sea of violet. IUIC can't stop it. This purple rain. Flood New Jersey to Compton to reach the conscience. We not Israeli, boy, stop it. Preach the gospel till God say stop it. Unleash the lion within. The triumph beginning. 12 tribes united again. His fight within. Cleanse the sin that's lying within. Yeah. It's legendary and extraordinary. The prayers of a million slaves sent so the Lord can send me. And my brothers, we the saviors. All praises to the Lord for his favor.
All praise to the Most High. He woke me to the truth from the dead estate, spiritual, fighting his demons on the day-to-day. Don't fade away. We gotta keep it lit. Wanna oil burn, wisdom shows, so we apply, throwing blows. It's a fight to the top. Keep it pushing, never stop. Constant battles, it's a lot. Devil's working, it's a plot. Slave ships, not a yacht. Never fold, never flop. Bounce back when we drop. God knows what we can take here. All praise to the Most High. Yeah. All praise to the Most High. Yeah. All praise to the Most High. Yeah.
The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet.
I was born a king. I was
born a king. It take a little more to get me out the way. I was born a king. I was born a king. It take a little more to get me out the way. And in my mother's womb, fashioned to be flesh, ordained to be a prophet. I'm pushing till nothing's left. Fell away from my heritage, trying to retract my steps. Cause all my life's been a fast. The water got me refreshed. Deception, lies, I confess. The reason we still oppressed. No mercy, truth in the land. Dead captive serving the flesh. No longer dead, resurrect. The enemy, I'm at his neck. Alliance wealth from the prey. The scepter and nothing less. Cause I was born from the greatest of bloodlines. He made us a nation, the kings and priests. My forefather was David. I fear him with all amazement. Peculiar people, they hated the power, love, and peace. No knowledge, we simulated, but now we doing away with the heathen custom, the hatred. No longer will I bow down and let you cover my greatness and blacken to the ground. Perfection is how we made us. And if they hating on me, tell them hate some more. I was born a king. I was born a king. It take a little more to get me out the way. I was born a king. I was born a king. It take a little more to get
You are now flying.
Applying pressure to the pedal breaking. Lord, know we dedicated. Revealing truth to our people, we been miseducated. Great awakening taking place and they can't decimate it. Truth serum that can't be replicated. Get medicated, this that Psalms 10780. We got this truth and can't keep calm. On the corner dropping bombs, can't be detonated. Jump from coast to coast like LeBron, but we never traded. Got the breath of life in my lungs, I'm resuscitated. Precepts, the only P we pushing in this heat. Hitting harder than the desert eagle bullet. Hit the earth with the line. Let it sink and we gon' hook 'em. We had idols in our mind. Heard this word and we forsook 'em. All in Memphis, no more rent. We raising up to 12. They say the truth hurt, so we labor and travail. From NYC to Houston, from LA to Riverdale. Talking truth, taking the kingdom in the gates of wicked hell. Can't be said. I'ma put on the break. Truth got my mind, I'm feeling renewed every day. Giving sight to the blind, it's something we do every day. And I don't care if what I'm saying make you feel away. Yeah, let's talk truth. Let's talk about it. Let's talk truth. Let's talk about it. Yeah, let's talk truth. Yeah, hear what I'm saying. Let's go inside the book. Let me go make it plain.
Welcome back to another week of Let's Talk Truth. Today you got myself, Captain Emmanuel, to my right.
Officer Baruch.
To my left.
Officer Jeremy.
To his left.
Officer Hezekiah.
All praise to the Most High God,
That's
man.
right.
As y'all can see,
Yes,
the topic
sir.
for the day is the truth about the sorcery of social media. If you're not familiar with the term sorcery, that's dealing with witchcraft, that's dealing with magic, that's dealing with, you understand, dealing with evil forces beyond what your eyes can visibly see.
Right.
You understand? Right? Social media is one of the main areas of the so-called white man's sorcery. Understand that, right? Think about it, right? When it was a song when I was growing up that came out. I forgot who made it. I remember who made it, but it's not. It's gonna come out once I say it, right?
Right.
But it was about cooking dope.
Oh.
And he was like, put it in a pot, it bounce back like elastic. How you do that? Call it dope boy magic, right? So we understand that when you cooking crack, you taking a mixture of substances. You understand, and it's out of that mixture of substances, you are creating a controlled substance.
Right.
And you taking baking soda and some powder and this and this, you make a rock that if you smoke it, it will literally transform an individual.
Damn.
That's some witchcraft. That's sorcery.
You just made it make sense, right?
But
Chemical
the
X.
biggest drug on the planet Earth, besides sugar is the biggest one, That's a whole another topic.
Christianity.
Right there.
Christianity. That's number one.
After Christianity and sugar,
right.
The third biggest drug on the planet Earth is social media by way of dopamine. Right? Think about it. Dopamine. Right? So just like how we understand the whipping up of drugs and all that is going into witchcraft and sorcery, concocting these different chemicals or whatever to create something to intoxicate you. That's sorcery. That's what social media is, believe it or not. And we're going to go in depth and explain that to you today. So make sure y'all tune in. Make sure y'all share. We got a lot of information to get through. All right, but let's open up with Proverbs chapter 8, verse 6.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 8 and verse 6.
Come on.
Hear, for I will speak of excellent things, and the opening of my lips shall be right things.
Come on.
For my mouth shall speak truth.
For what?
My mouth shall speak truth.
Let's talk truth. Go ahead.
And wickedness is an abomination to my lips.
So all praise to the Most High. Let's get that first clip just to give y'all a taste of the topic. Now, this was a documentary. That ain't it. This was a documentary that came out called The Social Dilemma. All right, so this is just a little clip to show what that was going into. All right, put that on the screen for us. The Social Dilemma. All right. All right, let's go. Come on, brothers.
Pose.
So it says there are only two industries that call their customers users: illegal drugs and software. Software meaning apps, right? Things of that nature.
Right.
So, like when you download Instagram, you become an Instagram user, a Twitter user, right?
Damn.
The job that I do, I'm grading the results based on what the user is desiring.
What is your username?
Right.
All of this.
Username. There you go.
Damn.
Username.
Damn.
Right? That's what you know what I'm saying? When you talk about your junkies, your J's, your customers and all, that's a username.
Right.
That's funky mouth or something. You know what I'm saying?
Message.
In the streets, the crackheads got usernames. On all the social media platforms, everybody got a username.
On all of it.
Because you are a user.
Damn.
You understand? They are providing something that aids or satisfies your addiction. That's why you're called a user. So these two industries are the reason why they are so monetarily successful and dominant is because the amount of addicts, right? Is so many people addicted to illegal drugs that after all these years, all these people done gone to jail and then died. People are still, millions of people risking their life to sell it and to use it.
Message.
In the name of addiction. You understand? Same thing with social media.
Right.
But it's legal. It is legal, but it's ruining arguably more lives than illegal drug. And we're going to go into that today. Why? Because it is an unhealthy addiction. You understand? Now, keep playing.
Rewind a few years ago, I was the president of Pinterest. I was coming home and I couldn't get off my phone once I got home, despite having two young kids who needed my love and attention. I was in the pantry, typing away on an email or sometimes looking at Pinterest. I thought, God, this is classic irony. I am going to work during the day and building something that then I am falling prey to, and I couldn't, in some of those moments I couldn't help myself.
The one that
Pause. Damn. So I want y'all to see, right? That was the former CEO of Pinterest. He developed the app, right? He said that once he would get home from work, even though he had 2 children that needed to be tended to and things of that nature. And we naturally have that affection, right, to deal with our kids. That basically was stolen from him by way of his addiction.
Damn.
He said, I just couldn't help myself. You understand? Get Matthew 6 real quick. Matthew 6, I believe it's verse 19. About where your heart is. Matthew chapter 6, verse 19.
The book of Matthew, chapter 6 and verse 19. Lay not up for
21.
21.
Go ahead.
For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.
Right. So where your treasure is, that's where your heart gonna be. So naturally, as husbands, fathers, so on and so forth, we, of course, our job, our role is to provide. So we're gonna go to work, we're gonna do what we gotta do. But once we get home, we take pride and pleasure in spending time with our family, nurturing our children, dealing with our wives, living joyfully with our wives, and etc., right? But when something becomes your treasure, meaning your that becomes your pride and pleasure, you will neglect everything else that's really important. You understand? Because that's your treasure now. So that's where your heart is. That's where your mind is. That's where your focus is. And you will find you just can't help yourself, right? You sitting down on the couch, got your family with you. Y'all supposed to be spending time, and somehow you still find your face in your phone, right? That's because that's showing you that's where your heart is. That's where your mind is, because that has become your treasure. You understand?
Right.
Go back to the video.
Most prone to is Twitter. Used to be Reddit. I actually had to write myself software to break my addiction to reading Reddit.
I'm probably most addicted to my email. I mean, really. I mean, I feel it.
Well, I mean, it's interesting that knowing what was going on behind the curtain, I still wasn't able to control my usage. So that's a little scary.
Even knowing how these tricks work, I'm still susceptible to them. I'll still pick up the phone and 20 minutes will disappear.
Do you check your smartphone before you pee in the morning or while you're peeing in the morning? Because those are the only 2 choices.
I tried through willpower, just pure willpower. Oh, I'll put down my phone. I'll leave my phone in the car when I get home. But I think I told myself 1,000 times, 1,000 different days, I am not going to bring my phone to the bedroom. And then 9 p.m. rolls around, I want to bring my phone to the bedroom. And so that was sort of, willpower was kind of attempt 1, and then attempt 2 was,
Sheesh. So I want y'all to see the parallel between crack and social media, right? So they telling you we got lives, we got families, we have to be productive individuals, and we know that this usage of social media is hindering our productivity. It's wasting time, but you still find yourself doing it, right? Somebody that smoked crack, especially for a while, they teeth turning black, falling out. You know what I'm saying? They're losing money, they're losing assets, they're losing friends, they're losing family. They taking L's all over the place.
Right.
And they know the problem. They know that the only way to fix and turn their life around is to stop using crack. But they still go and get it. They still light the pipe up. You understand? Because once you're addicted, you put that above everything else.
Right.
You put that satisfaction above everything, even though you know you shouldn't. You start to do things that you know you ought not to do. I get that in Wisdom of Solomon chapter 4, verse 12. This is why we say the sorcery of social media. When you find yourself doing things that you know you ought to deny, you know it's not good for you. You understand? But you just can't help yourself. You have been cast under a spell.
I got a spell.
For real. You have been cast under a spell. Read what you got.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4, verse 12.
Come on.
For the bewitching of naughtiness doth obscure things that are honest.
Right, the things that are honest, right? As human beings, we have, for the most part, we all understand that in order to elevate in life, you have to be educated, you have to be productive, you have to learn, you have to go places, you have to meet people, you have to challenge yourself. There's so much information in the world, and we should be seeking enlightenment and enrichment. And we know that social media doesn't necessarily provide those things. And even if we go to social media for those things, it's not the same benefit as actually getting it the natural way. Right? And we will end up being distracted and then spend hours on social media for something that's completely unprofitable, right? Just strictly entertainment. You understand? And you will begin to convince yourself, like, I got time. I can do this. I can do that. I'm still handling this. I still got this together, blah, blah, blah. So it begins to obscure the things that are honest, and you begin to compromise your lifestyle and what you know is right. Go ahead.
And the wandering of concupiscence.
The wandering of concupiscence. That word wandering means browsing. You understand? That's what you do when you get on the apps. That's what you do when you get on Instagram. Just getting on Instagram, and I ain't gonna lie, I was never really able to get into that. That's the most, according to the research, that's the worst one. That's the most damaging one. But I could never get into it because when you get on your news feed, you just scrolling, it's boring. The only way Instagram can be entertaining to you is if you go on an explore portion and you browse, you wonder, oh, let me hashtag this, let me hashtag that. And then you're opened up to all of these worlds, right? And through that, you can create alternate realities. You understand? You can literally press the follow button on somebody's profile, and you can be inserted into an alternate reality that they have created through their profile. Meaning what, right? Let's say you're a regular guy. They go to work, you work at a warehouse, whatever. But then you follow, let's say, a real estate mogul, right? So you follow him, and he uploads stories every day. He make posts. You see him posting, driving certain cars, getting around certain people, going to certain places, so on and so forth. So you take time out of your minutes to hours out of your everyday life to go and look at his story, to go and look at his page. And when you're doing that, you are inserting yourself into that alternate reality as if you're there in the cars with him, in the meetings with him, in the places, in the houses, in the trips, you in Dubai with him. You understand?
Damn.
That's the wandering of concupiscence. You're placing yourself in alternate realities. So that's just one. So you following a real estate mogul, you following the NFL player, you following the drug dealer, you following the street nigga, you following the drill rapper. Right. So you can literally take your mind places that it's all fantasy. You understand? It's all through a screen. Go ahead.
So you basically talking about alternate reality.
Yes.
So now you over a regular guy, and now I'm a drug dealer. I'm watching the dang on drug dealer doing this. I can be a rapper. I can be doing the same thing. So you in the realm of idolatry when you doing this, man.
Yes. Well, this is what happened. You just said it. Watch this. Read it. The wandering.
The wandering of concupiscence doth undermine the simple mind.
The word undermine means to wear down, right? Or to cause to become smaller. Like mine is going into rocks, like mine, mineral, whatever. So when it's being undermined, like a stone is turning into a pebble through a process of undermining. When social media, we're going to bring it out. Social media literally causes your brain to shrink. That's literally what it's doing, right? Damn. So when you inserting yourself into these alternate realities, the spirit, the soul in you, your mind, your brain is being sucked out of you, and you allowing all of these spirits to come up on you. You understand? That's why you can, by inserting yourself into this stripper lifestyle, you will find yourself walking and talking like her. The piece of you that your parents raised and the books you read and all of the things for your self-development is wearing away. And you taking on that spirit that comes from that alternate reality, that comes from your wandering of concupiscence. That's what social media does. You understand? It literally undermines you. You are losing yourself and gaining spirits from a lot of that. Most of it is not even real. What? They not even living like that. You understand? They not doing everything that they know that. Just like, think about it, a TV show. They got a set, they got a cast, they got a script. They act well, the cameras is set up well, they got the sound system and all that, to where when you see it on the screen, it looks like a real living room. It looks like a real family. They act like they knew each other all their life, like it in the script, how the script portrays it. But none of that, they literally acting. When they say cut, all of them go back to whole totally different lives. Damn. You understand? And that's what a lot of people do on social media. But you think because they have a username and that's their profile that no, that's their life. No, they know, just like the purpose of a TV show is for monetary gain. It's I got this script and these actors and this set, right, to get people to watch it, to spend money, for me to make money. That's what a lot of people do on social media. You understand? They become the dope dealer. All I gotta do is post videos and backgrounds and make it look like I'm doing this to get followers, and to get my page monetized. I get money, and I ain't really gotta go nowhere. I can manipulate technology to make it look like I'm traveling here, and look like I'm driving this, and look like I'm wearing this. You understand? And people gonna follow me.
Now you gonna become the idol.
Exactly.
Simple mind.
Exactly.
Put the green screen in the back.
So it's many elements to this thing, right? So Lord's willing, we continue to dive deep. We're gonna try to hit multiple points today. But before we dive all the way into the topic, let's deal with the reality radar. All right. Hottest topic on the internet right now. Keke, do you love me? Hey, all right, put it on the screen, man. This, if you don't know who this is, it's a famous so-called African American actress, Keke Palmer. All right. So this made headlines. Now, mind you, she just had a baby, and she's in a committed relationship, supposedly, with the father of her child. It's not like he's just a baby daddy and child support. No. They in a committed relationship. They are in talks of marriage. He refers to her, and we gonna show y'all, he refers to her as his wife. Excuse me, but they're not married yet, right? And that's what a lot of people say to justify her act. Well,
come on now, dog.
So, but anyway, they're in a committed relationship. And she went to an Usher concert, and it was it's arguably, in the world, arguably, but we know biblically it's absolutely, undebatably inappropriate, right? But, she was grinding on him, serenading with him and all of that, right? And she had on very, very, very immodest apparel. You understand? So from that angle right there, you might be thinking, because we had a brother on Clubhouse, he was like, oh, yeah, I heard she was wearing such and such, and you can wear panties. I don't think it was that bad. I said, man, somebody show the brother the damn picture. That's why you got to do your research before you decide to talk or speak on the matter. You understand? So from this angle, it may not look that bad. Now get the next photo. Get the next photo.
There's a brother stay in the spirit.
Now look. Now notice the caption. Notice the caption is some. This means that look. It says laughing my effing ass off. Never mind. So let's just stop there. Never mind means I had an original stance that's different from what I believe now, based on what I have now discovered. Right. So this person saw the first photos of the headlines and was like, oh, bro, tripping, bro, on some, you know what I'm saying? He tripping about, you know, that man, you know, let the ladies have fun. She going out with the girls and you tripping about da-da-da.
Right.
Then you see this. You see that ass. Hold up. And you like, whoa.
Hold on, wait.
Hold
up, swole up.
Whoa, now. This right here, this is Triple X damn near.
Right.
You understand? This is BET Uncut. This wouldn't have made it on 106 in Park. She was on the video wearing it.
This is the Freaknik.
Yeah, that's Freaknik apparel.
Look how hard she looking.
So the person who posted it said, never mind, I see why Buddy was tripping. Meaning, the average man who you in a committed relationship, she just had your baby, and she go to a concert wearing this, and the photos are public and open to the world see your girl wearing that, hugging, touching all up on a damn world-renowned whoremonger. You understand? Mm-hmm. Say, okay, yeah, I see why dude was tripping. Let's get the actual post of the dude tripping. All right, her baby daddy / boyfriend. All right. Come on, guys. It's the Instagram link. All right. So let's see what the dude said in response to his girl being at Usher concert, wearing that, grinding all on him, touching all on him, doing all that behavior, and it being all over social media. This was his response. All right? Read that.
Darius Dalton. We live in a generation where a man of the family doesn't want the wife and mother to his kids to showcase booty cheeks to please others. And he gets told how much of a hater he is.
Right. So his response, his initial response to basically his disapproval,
right?
People said that he was hating on his girl. Now notice he refers to her as his wife. You understand? But I'm telling you, the black woman is an expert at rebuttals.
Facts.
They main rebuttal was, well, she ain't your wife. You should have married her. You
Right. Come on now,
and
dog.
I will say, we agree. And listen, if you want a woman to submit to you, and so on and so forth, you have to marry that woman.
Right.
You understand? You got to marry that woman, and that gives you the rightful position as being her head.
Message.
That's why the Bible does not honor boyfriend and girlfriend.
Right.
You understand? Because you cannot assert yourself as her head if you have not made that commitment. You understand? To become one flesh with her. It is what it is. So, but in his mind, this my wife. We saving for a wedding or whatever. You understand? She mine. The hell is this? And this generation said me speaking out against her, showing her damn booty cheeks to the world is I'm hating on her.
Come on, man.
So now read the rest of it.
This is my family and my representation.
Uh-huh.
I have standards and morals to what I believe. I rest my case.
So he said, I got standards and morals, right? But look at be this too good comment on the side. You got standards?
You got standards and morals, but you ain't married her before. You impregnated her. Please make it make sense.
Right. Uh-oh. So they like, this is the thing. You cannot be, give me that in Sirach chapter 1, verse 29. When you decide, and this go for us, this is why we be so confident and bold when we teach and we address our women, because you notice the first thing they always say, and niggas too. So you telling me you ain't smashing it, so you married? We be so turned up. We be like, yes, hell yeah, because we know we got our stuff together. We are applying the scriptures. We doing what the hell we teaching about, so we can actually stand on what the hell we saying. People that are being corrected, they first instinct is to find fault in you to discredit your correction toward them.
A Negro.
You understand? That's why you gotta practice what you preach. If not, what you saying, what you trying to relate will be of none effect. Read what you got.
The book of Sirach, chapter 1 and verse 29.
Come on.
Be not an hypocrite in the sight of men.
Read.
And take good heed without speaking.
So before you speak out and call a woman your wife, hell, make sure she your wife.
That's right.
The hell?
Right.
Your whole post is invalid now, cause you capping. You talking about wife and mother to it. No, she just a mother to your kids, bro. She not your wife. You ain't married her.
Mm-hmm.
So your standards and morals and all of that, you have made a whole baby with a woman and you ain't married. What the hell is a standard and moral to you, nigga? You understand?
You made itself look dumb.
Exactly. So was she wrong for going out and showing her booty cheeks?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Get that in Sirach 26 verse 9.
She have played the
Sirach
whore.
chapter 26 verse 9. Read that.
The book of Sirach, chapter 26 and verse 9.
Come on.
The whoredom of a woman may be known.
Maybe what?
May be known.
May be perceived.
Known in her haughty looks and eyelids.
So the Bible says that you can look at a woman, the way that she dress, carry herself, and you can know she a hoe.
Come on now, dog.
You understand? So, cause I know the black one, you can't judge, you judge her. Listen, for her to, she professes that that's her man. He ain't just my baby daddy, that's my man. That's what come out of her mouth. You understand? So, for you to have a man at home, he probably at home with the baby.
Man, I was just thinking.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
For you to have a man and go to a concert and get all up on another man and he touching on you and y'all making physical contact and you don't got nothing covering your ass but a net. You understand? Not a sheet of fabric, but a net.
Damn.
Strings. You understand? Very small strings at that, meaning we see your whole ass.
Damn.
Listen, we don't know what the hell you did that night.
Right.
We don't know how that interaction actually ended.
She have played
Because the Bible said a woman that step out like that, you know she a hoe. You know how she get down. You understand?
right.
Ain't no telling what. Ain't no telling for her to do that. I'm telling you, it's a very small chance that she is faithful to her boyfriend.
You can't make this.
She knew who she was going to see that night. She knew Ursher was going to Ursher.
And that's
she knew this.
listen, and that's what we want our women to start taking accountability. Is we understand that men must have self-control, right? We are not supposed to hoe our sisters out. But sister, why would you wear that? Especially if you got a man, right? And y'all talking about marriage. Why? What is the purpose? Why would you, out of all clothes? Don't tell me that's you like it. You got many other clothes and outfits that you like, that you have purchased, that's in your closet. Why would you go to that environment, a concert? You understand? Where you know you're gonna be VIP and be able to mingle with the damn the entertainment, the main attraction.
Mm-hmm.
Why? What is in your psyche to make you put that on?
Really, nigga?
Just keep it real. Why do women, sisters, when y'all wear things that reveal your shape, that show your ass, reveal your ass cheeks, and have your titties out, we see your nipples poking out the little part of the shirt that cover it, right? What thing about it? Why don't Hooters hire fat women that's out of shape?
Because they ain't gonna be attractive. They ain't gonna get the attention of men like they want.
Exactly. Who does hire women with a certain type of body and give them a certain type of uniform for the listen, yeah, such and such, they got wings and things, and they food might be better, but they don't got big breasts, big booty women who you can see most of their body that's gonna serve you and interact with you while you eat the wings.
Hell no.
You understand that? You are trying to use the man's lust to gain something from that, right? So that's the whole purpose. You not finna wear that without the intent on your mind to cause a man to lust, or a woman. You might swing the other way. Maybe you trying. Either way it go, you are trying. The psyche, the intent in your mind behind wearing it is to cause someone to lust after you.
The first thing.
Don't try to go around it. You understand? Well, her so-called being in a committed relationship, she had no business stepping out wearing that, clearly showing that she had the intent of attracting another man in terms of sexual lust. Period. Bible said a woman dressed, you know she a hoe. You understand? She had evil intentions with putting that on. So she's not absolved from this. But my brother, you can't sit up there and talk about standards and morals and principles. You understand? Right. You done made a whole child with this woman. Y'all done been together over a year. She done had a whole pregnancy, whole child, and all that. She done got her body back. And it done been a minute. And you still ain't married her, bro. Shut the hell up. Shut your ass up. All right. Now go to the next. He wasn't done. All right, go to the.
It's more on.
It's three. It should be 3 dots. Hit the little arrow on the. Put your mouse to the left. Nope. Mouse to the left. No, to the right. Go up a little bit. Okay, beside the word please. All right, go now. Scroll back up. Go to the right just a little bit. It's a little arrow right there. You go. Bingo! All praise to the Most. All right, now read that.
Lee, absolutely nothing wrong with that, brother. You've always been an upstanding man, and you're already a great father. I will try to keep it off here, though. People aren't rational here.
And what you see when a man decides, now I ain't gonna lie, the brother saying what he's saying, you know, whether he her boyfriend, husband or not, he's not wrong for addressing, listen, that's inappropriate, that's out of order. Where he messed up at was referring to her as his wife and trying to take look, that's my family, she represent me. No, shut the hell up. See, that's where you messed up at.
Right.
All right, but we need more men to speak out because women try, and we gonna show that too. Women blame us as men. They say we only wear this because this what y'all say y'all want. No, that's not what God. That's not what real men. No, you understand? But we need more men to speak out about how these women going out here dress. We tired of seeing it. Real men don't want to see that. Only in the bedroom. You understand? But the dude, the black man has been conditioned and wired in Babylon to, the whole happy wife, happy life.
Right.
Like, listen, bro, I feel you, but you might not want to say it like that because when we be on Clubhouse, it be grown ass men with testicles in their drawers that tell us, like, bruh, you right, but I don't think you should be balls. You should be careful saying that because you women. What the hell you mean?
Where are your
balls? What the hell is? Let's get that in Ezekiel 13. The Lord gave us the authority to correct the daughters of Zion. You understand? Our sisters.
That's right.
We got full authority to do that. Read what you got, 13:17.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 13 and verse 17.
Come on.
Likewise, thou son of man, set thy face against the daughters of thy people.
So God told us to set our face against them. Go ahead.
Which prophesy out of their own heart.
Right, because they tell you, they would sit up there and say, Keke Palmer she believes in God. She would tell you that she's blessed by God. And it's nothing wrong. But God ain't worried about what she wear. He knows my heart. This is the things that they say to justify their behavior. Their ungodliness.
Right.
Right? The Lord said, these women out here that act like they love me or will profess that they prophesying out of their own heart. Set your face against them. Meaning put their ass in order. They are not in order with me. I see their heart in their heart wicked. The reason why they wearing that because their heart ain't right. Go ahead.
And prophesy thou against them.
So God commanded us to prophesy against them. Open our mouths from a biblical perspective and rebuke them out of the scriptures. That's what God commanded us to do.
That's right.
You understand? And we need more men to do that. But you got the black man like, you might not want to keep it up. Hey, look, if she went out in public, wore that in public, pictures posted all over the internet, what the hell? I'm going to address it publicly. Right. The hell is this? Right. The hell wrong with you? All right, now read Darius' response.
Darius Dalton. Last tweet of the day for sure. That's for the real ones to understand.
All right, go to the next one. All right, so read that.
It's the outfit, though. You a mom.
Right, so he like, look, you a mom. You should be, come on now. You should be past this point in your life to where you wearing stuff like this. Think about it. Your child, he gonna meet other kids and go to school and things of that nature.
Google your mama.
And they looking at his mama ass. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
What our women don't consider that when they step out and work, when they post pictures like that, when they make these OnlyFans, when they leak these videos of themselves doing these type, they not considering what their child, especially the son, what he gonna go through when the whole world knowing that your mama a hoe.
Message.
It is boys that look to your mama things that like what she had on, pictures of what she wearing and stuff like that. You can send that to niggas in jail and they will get off.
Damn.
You understand? Your son gotta live with that. No, it can't be deleted. It can't be erased.
Right.
It's permanent. You understand? So he like, look, you a mama. You should come on now. This out of order. This ain't right. Right? But back to the brother. But that's you impregnated her though.
Right. Mm-hmm. You chose that.
You chose her though. You understand? So get that in Sirach 26.
Yo, portion.
What does that say about you, my brother?
Come on now, dog.
Because my wife, she's a mom. You understand? And she know better than that. She wouldn't dare.
That's
right. The day that she did, she would no longer be able to say that she is the house of Emmanuel Israel. You understand that? She know that. So she wouldn't dare. But your girl, she knew. You understand? Listen, you was at the house when she left.
Come on.
You understand what I'm saying?
Damn.
You was at the house when she left, brother.
Damn.
With the kids.
Yeah, you babysitting, bruh. You babysitting for her to go out like that.
You know he punched some holes in the wall when he seen that.
He probably,
Where are your balls?
He probably had his legs crossed.
Crying. He ran to his mama crying.
Yeah, he wasn't punching no walls. He not giving me that punch wall energy.
He called his mama though.
All right, read that real quick.
Emotional.
Sirach chapter 26, verse 23.
Come on.
A wicked woman
Keke Palmer
is given as a portion to a wicked man.
Darius Dalton. That's what God said. You understand? You get what you did. Your wife or your woman is a reflection of you. You understand? It is what it is. That's what, if you was a better man, maybe you would have a virtuous woman. But look at what you got. And you had I'm telling you, women, bruh, they so allergic to accountability. Instead of looking deep within themselves and correcting the things that they do and addressing what they do, when you correct them, they will seek out all manners of information and dig up. They will go into in-depth research to not, like prove that they are better than what you want them out to be, but to invalidate you pointing them out because you're just as bad. So they found the dude. He shared a video of his girl Keke Palmer twerking. Now she didn't have on a damn fishnet with her ass cheeks visible to the entire world, but it was still immodest apparel, and she was shaking her ass. And you, as her man, shared it. Mr. Standards and Morals. What the hell is this?
Damn, he did that?
He did that. So read it again.
A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man.
Read.
But a godly woman.
But a what?
Godly woman.
A godly woman is not going to step out the house, right, with showing her ass like that, and she not going to be crying on a whole nother man that's not her man. A godly woman not going to do that, but who the godly woman belong to? Read.
Is given to him that feareth the Lord.
So Darius Dalton, at the end of the day, that's your problem. The problem is you don't fear the Lord.
Right.
That's why you got a woman that has done what she has done. And now you're between a rock and a hard place. What you going to do? You're going to stand on your standards and morals and leave a multi-million-dollar woman?
I'm tired of this,
man.
You understand? Or you going to shut the hell up and you going to apologize and you going to stay with your,
evil.
It is what it is. Real men of God, we don't give a damn how much money she make.
Hell no.
If you a hoe, you gotta go.
She have
Point
played
blank,
the whore.
But when you don't fear God, when you're not a man of God, you're going to compromise your morals and your standards. And that's your problem, Mr. Darius. That's why you got a hoe on your hands. All right? It is what it is. So look, y'all, that's how I got to say on the top. Y'all brothers got something for me? Go to commercial. Go ahead.
Give me first to me 2 and 9 real quick. Just to go ahead and address that situation, because our women, in the scriptures, that you ain't supposed to come out the house looking like that. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of our sisters that's in the world, and they look and say, oh, well, what's wrong with what she got on? Well, don't Keke Palmer call herself a godly woman? You know what I'm saying? Well, this is what the Bible says a godly woman should be like. 1 Timothy 2 and 9.
The book of 1 Timothy chapter 2 verse 9. In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
You got to adorn yourself in modest apparel, meaning what? Covered from sexual attention. You got to be covered up, sister. If you say you love God, you say you're a believer, if you're a believer of God or you're a Christian, the Bible says you got to be in modest apparel. And this is every day, not just Sunday, Saturday, every day.
With shamefaced.
With what?
Shamefaced.
Look at the sister all in that man's face. She all in his face. That's not shamefaced.
Hell no.
And sobriety.
And sober. These the things our sisters got to learn to be. But as you see by the examples of what they show you on social media, your idols, you look at Keke Palmer like that's the way to dress. You look at Nicki Minaj like that's how I should come out the house. But no, the Bible says you got to be modest, sister. Read on.
Not with braided hair.
So it's not about your attire. Don't be putting so much emphasis in what you got on. It's not about that. You should be like, you know what? I want to look right because I want to get a godly man. And I shouldn't be coming out there, showing off my gold and all my jewelry. It's not about all that. Read.
Or gold. Or pearls. Or costly array. But which becometh women professing godliness.
You got to be godly women. If you say you believe in God, sister, you got to dress godly. You got to act godly. You got to be godly. These the things you got to do.
We tired of seeing our sisters like that. Real men don't want that.
But simp ass niggas will accept that until it's to the point where she embarrassing you. You got her ass out in front of the whole world grinding on a whole nother man. Now you embarrassed. Now you want to say something. Little simple ass dude. You didn't care all the other times she was a modest. You want to share when she twerking. And you not a godly man. You not going to enforce that.
Right.
You not going to enforce that. That's why the whole world ridiculing you right now, Darius.
That's a fire
right? So gird up your loins like a man. Stand on what you say. You got standards and morals. Enforce the word of God. And she's going to have to choose God's way or be a rich hoe. She get another man. She get a richer man.
Right.
Whatever. You understand? But if you really stand on the word of God, you would enforce that. But being the simp that you are to impregnate her and all that in the first place, you're going to bow the knee. You understand? So you better repent. You need to gird up your loins like a man, my brother. But that doesn't absolve Keke Palmer's whoredom. She's still a hoe. She better repent for God fry her ass for that strange apparel. You understand? It is what it is. But look, y'all, we got to go to a quick break. Don't go nowhere. We're going to be right back with more on
Let's Talk Truth.
Something bad in the mist, Got a sip from the Drake in the mix, in my bag, full of script, let it go on the track. That's a hit, Full of script from the hip, Clean the belt, that's a hit, Full of script from the hip, Clean the belt, that's a hit, If you ain't standing for the truth, then you don't understand us, yeah. Big ol' family hit for corners in Miami, never pay me, we ain't charging another foreign answer, yeah. We giving truth for the Lord, I'm a patient saint when I be in Atlanta. Temptation, I can pray to God and never stop me. Christian churches, Holy Ghost is how to catching bodies, yeah. We giving truth for the Lord, giving that when I'm down for. Compliments to relax ya, split tongue and that laughter. Never back to a pastor, backstabbing and mask up. Disguise with a back rub. Cool, we got truth. Something bad in the mist, Got a sip from the Drake in the mix, in my bag, full of script, let it go on the track. That's a hit, Full of script from the hip, Clean the belt, that's a hit, Full of script from the hip, Clean the belt, that's a hit. Told me go get him, I got him, I came from the left of the party to giving the party the light. Stuck in the dark as the fight, everyone wanna be right, not just, they not right, just, think I might just, show them just, let me be the judge, show them how to love, right dust, when no mic touch, give it my touch, that's a plus, 144,000 added up, that's a rush, that's a blitz, take your quarterback, we coming with the central, it's something bad, in the mist, got a sip from the Drake in the mix, in my bag, full of script, let it go on the track. That's a hit, Full of script from the hip, Clean the belt, that's a hit, Full of script from the hip, Clean the belt, that's a hit. Told me go get him, I got him, I came from the left of the party to giving the party the light. Stuck in the dark as the fight, everyone wanna be right, not just, they not right, just, think I might just, show them just, let me be the judge, show them how to love, right.
Hey, welcome back to Let's Talk Truth. Alright, so now we finna get into the topic after we deal with our what the hell is this segment. Alright?
What the
thing that make you say, what the hell is this? And Bishop Nate Daniel voice. Alright? So let's put that on the screen real quick. It's been all over the internet.
Come on now, dog.
Oh my gosh.
So Michael Rubin, he is a billionaire. He's one of the richest men in America, right? He owns Fanatics, which is something I don't know. It's whatever. So let's look at the pictures one by one. Just click one picture and then use the arrow to go to the next. All right.
Come on,
all right.
dog.
So what you see a rapper, Lil Baby, that rap about being a street nigga. You know what I'm saying? Being hard, stuff like that.
What the hell is this?
He's in between two Caucasian men. Looking very jolly.
What's that saying? He's in between a hard rock and a hard place.
Right.
Like he in a
They're
rock
like
and
he
hard
in
place.
between a rock and a hard place. Now scroll down. This the kicker though. Let's see what Michael Rubin commented. So somebody said long night. Was that a winking face or something like that?
Wait a
and
minute.
Michael Rubin commented. He said long is the biggest understatement I have ever heard.
Wow.
Hold up.
That's a
Wait a
pause.
minute.
That's a pause moment right there.
Easy.
That thing
So
right
why under Lil Baby picture? He said long is the biggest understatement. What the hell is this?
Damn. That's not it.
Sheesh.
So he got initiated.
Go to the next. Go to
The hell is this?
Like he got initiated.
They took him
Y'all
through
gotta
that,
be
dude.
able to do something at the screen though. This
Yeah, look
come on,
quality.
man.
Zoom-
This is
zoom out
a little bit.
unrighteous.
The whole thing, yeah.
Goodness gracious, brothers.
Yeah, we know what he about.
Yeah, man. The rappers, man, they gonna make you, toot that horn.
Right.
That's what they gonna do, bro. You see this? Like all the rappers you see in your entertainment industry.
Now look at this. Look at the guy. Look at the man.
Look at his face.
Look at the white man. He looked very, very suspect.
Right.
And Lil Baby
he
looks
look happy.
very, very taken.
Oh yeah.
He looks taken from behind.
Yeah.
That white boy
That's
looking like,
aggression.
yeah, nigga.
Is he
Yeah,
really?
take
Is he? Is
Look
he?
how he's embracing his bosom.
He's not resisting either.
Take that.
He's
It's
embracing the
exciting.
head out of Lil Baby from the back.
Take that.
You understand?
What the hell is this?
He's very, very pleased with his physical contact he's making from behind Lil Baby.
That's not it. That's
All
not
right, go to the next image. Go to the next
it. You
image,
want to
man.
scroll down. Don't do that.
Oh no.
Go to the next.
Man, you can't make this stuff up.
Can you? Yeah, just scroll down. Scroll down. What the hell? All right. So Lil Baby went the only one there. Scroll down. So that's an actor. What's up with this damn screen? So to the left, that's the actor from Power. What's his name on Power?
Nah,
Damn, the
that
main
guy.
character.
Y'all know. I don't know his name. I don't watch.
God,
I don't watch
these
Power.
brothers. Huh? That's his real name. The character on Power. Ghost. Yeah, thank you. All right, all praises. With the power, you can call me Ghost.
Is that Drake?
All right, and then you got Drake. All right, scroll down. Y'all gotta be
Drake.
wasting time trying to figure out this nigga character name. Lord have mercy. Scroll down. They at the party too. Scroll down. All right,
whoa.
then you got the NBA player. Look at this.
Oh
Who
whoa.
was that? MB?
All right, with that,
Nah, you ain't no.
this man
You
7'6".
You not finna let. You not finna let a man
Ain't
grab,
no way.
grab you upside your neck, grab the back of your head
He finna kiss.
upside your neck, and
I'm
look into
cap.
your eyes with his mouth open
He
slightly.
finna kiss.
Cap.
Come
The hell
on
is
now.
this?
You're not finna let no
Bro, they
man.
finna bust
Listen,
that
man, a man on the street come and do that. You gonna still on him.
Come on,
I might be
man.
weird, Cap, but that position, my wife couldn't even do that.
Damn.
I'm looking down at her. She grabbed. My wife can't even do that. So ain't no damn way a man gonna do that. And this dude's 7'6".
Yeah, dude.
7'6" now.
He big as hell.
That's a huge black.
300.
That's a huge black man right there. Pause.
The hell is this?
Scroll down. Scroll down, bro.
Ain't no way.
He's a giant, bro.
This dude too
Big
big.
thanks to everyone who joined us.
Hold on, scroll
Look
up.
what
Look,
they
look,
say,
look
man.
what
Hold on.
French said that last picture. That guy violated.
Oh yeah.
All right, scroll
Yeah.
down, y'all. Scroll down. All right, so that's another celebrity. Scroll down.
This dude look weak.
Whoa. Whoa. Drop the mic. Hold on, wait. Keep that up.
Look,
I didn't want to
so don't put it up no more. But
I didn't know it was more to that.
Get Wisdom of Solomon 14:23. So think about it, right? Lil Baby, Drake, Ghost,
having the best time of their lives.
What's the NBA player name?
Embiid.
They in attendance with men walking around with their ass out, they looking like Keke Palmer. What the hell is this? They at this party. I guarantee he's not the only man wearing something like that.
Ain't no way.
But they show you the appetite of the host. He invites that energy, and you understand.
Probably said good game a couple times.
You better believe he gonna get what he want.
Cap, I ain't seen not one woman.
Yeah, bro.
Right.
Read that.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 23. For while they slew their children in sacrifices.
Right. These are the things the heathens did to honor their other gods. Right? Go ahead.
Or used secret ceremonies.
Read.
Or made revelings of strange rites.
So that's what this is. A reveling of a strange rite. R-I-T-E. Like you hear about the rites of passage. It's certain things that you have to do to get to certain levels of success. You understand?
We brought this out before.
And yes, that's if you want to elevate in this industry, you will have to attend strange rites, secret ceremonies, private parties, doing very private things, invading. It's a lot of privacy being invaded. You understand that? These are the things that we do to assimilate with the nations and become successful by their hand. Get that in 1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 9. Strange rites. Read that.
1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 9. But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many's foolish and hurtful lust.
Right. Foolish and hurtful. Like that.
It's a hurtful lust.
Yeah. Go back to the little baby picture.
Yeah,
with the man behind grabbing it. Yeah.
That's his hurtful
You see what I'm saying? See, you'll get hurt like that. A man grabbing you from behind like that.
He's supposed to be a gangster?
Yeah.
A gangster rapper?
Yes.
He cool with that in the prison then.
His gangsterdom should be
like
disqualified.
he got strict, like he respected, well respected.
Stop it.
Real talk.
They call him little baby for a reason.
Yeah. Well,
he their baby.
Well, that's the white man calling little baby different from why the streets call him little baby. He really the white man little baby. You know what I mean? That my busted babe.
Yo, damn.
Nigga, you gay.
He the white man. He Michael Rubin busted baby,
Yeah,
bro. So foolish and hurtful lust. Go ahead.
Which drown men in destruction and perdition.
Go ahead.
For the love of money is the root of all evil.
Read.
Which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows.
Right. So get Sirach 10 just to go to the foolish and hurtful lust.
He got pierced with many sorrows.
In the name of the love of money. This is what we do. Sirach 10 verse 9.
The book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 9.
Go ahead.
Why is earth and ashes proud?
Read.
There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man.
Because that's all these men, Drake, Lil Baby, Ghost, MB, we just want to be rich. We just want to be famous. So they're not content with just the little millions that they got. They have to go to these strange rites and connect and network with these weird, freaky, sodomite white people.
Right.
You understand?
The hell is this?
It's nothing more wicked than a covetous man because he won't stop on that ladder to success. He won't stop, right? He will keep pressing towards the mark, and to press toward the mark, he will get pressed. Watch, read on.
For such an one set his own soul to sell.
He will sell his soul. Go ahead.
Because while he liveth,
so it's expounding on selling your soul. While you live, what you do?
He casteth away his bowels.
You will bend over and let a man enter your guts. You understand?
Damn.
That is what be taking place during these strange rites. And that's what the love of money will get. You want to be rich. Foolish and hurtful lust. Somebody gonna bust your back. You understand? For real. Getting them guts. That's what you'll be willing to do to obtain the riches of this world. That's why we got to repent to hell. Stop idolizing these niggas gay. It is what it is. Your favorite rapper, if he not just street local, like if he has made it mainstream, if he's broke the mold, I'm sorry to tell you, he's gay. He's been touched. He's been violated.
Being touched.
You understand? It is what it is. You see him on these mainstream commercials and Google ads and all. Listen, he's been touched. It is what it is. Now, maybe if he just local level, he got the streets on lock or whatever, he probably ain't got there yet. And he probably will be fine with staying there. But to break the mold, trust me, you letting somebody, you cast away your damn bowels.
Message.
You bust it wide open for weirdos like Michael Rubin. It is what it is.
The hell is this?
That's today's what the hell is this? All right, so now let's get back to the topic, the sorcery of social media. All right, let's get that first clip. Let's get that first clip. All right, the sorcery of social media. Play that clip.
Come on.
Come on now, IT.
Come on.
Is any of them?
So, I mean, and
We
all
are
this
all-
stuff, you know, tie in together. Play that.
We are all vulnerable to social approval. We really care what other people think of us. When you upload a new photo of yourself on Facebook, that's a moment where our mind is very vulnerable to knowing what other people think of my new profile photo. And so when we get new likes on our profile photo, Facebook, knowing this, could actually message me and say, oh, you have new likes on your profile photo. It knows that we'll be vulnerable to that moment because we all really care about when we're tagged in a photo or when we have a new profile photo. I mean, I think we can all feel it. And it's as if we've been infected. It's as if they've drilled a hole in the back of our head and now they've injected the virus and now we walk around searching for feedback using social media. We are all vulnerable.
I want y'all to examine the terminology. He says we've been injected with a virus. You understand? Because all these years of humanity and society, we have never been so attached to something that's artificial, that's not another, that doesn't have life.
Right.
You understand? We have never all been so consumed in this thing. It's like we've been injected with a virus, all right, that's causing us to think and to crave something that's actually damaging to your brain. All right, go to the next thing, the next video. All right, play that.
Evolved. Thinking becomes convergent and concrete rather than divergent and creative. We lose imagination, and our brains adapt to predictable screen algorithms rather than spontaneous real people. But it gets worse. In very heavy users, hey, I'm talking addiction language now, heavy users, the equivalent of drug addicts, the brain's empathy area, the anterior cingulate gyrus, shrinks. Now just think about that. A part of your brain shrinks in response to screen addiction. A part of the brain that we have spent tens of thousands of years evolving to help us get along with each other. In a single generation, it's being pruned back because it's just not being used enough. That's devolution, right in front of our MRIs. Less empathy, less ability to engage with people. Screens change our brain chemistry, which changes our feelings. Oxytocin, serotonin, beta endorphin levels fall because we're spending less time together.
Pause. All right, so
Damn.
he mentions some what do you say, serotonin things that we gonna touch on those briefly, right? Those things are affiliated with your spirit. They have scientific terms that deal with your nerves and the chemicals in your brain, but it's going into your spirit, right? Remember, the topic is the sorcery of social media. sorcery is the manipulation of elements to ultimately manipulate spirits, right?
Right.
We already touched on it earlier about the simple mind being undermined. It's factual that so much activity with you looking up on a screen, you are literally shrinking your brain. Ironically, social media is destroying your ability to be social. You understand? It's destroying the chemicals in your brain that causes you to have a healthy social life. To actually be sociable in real life. You understand? It's destroying that. Watch this. Get Wisdom of Solomon chapter 9. So, on a deeper level that, we really been touching on for weeks and weeks and weeks. The so-called white man, his whole agenda, the elite of them, the spiritual wickedness in high places.
Right.
Their agenda is to control the masses. That's how they gonna implement their new world order, right? So the elites, they not spending hours a day on TikTok, Instagram. They not doing that. You understand? But they want the masses to do that so they can be controlled. Notice the term that he used, devolution, not evolution. Not humans evolving and becoming smarter and wiser to enlarge the bounds of society. No, it's devolute. We need to make these people dumber and dumber. You understand? Docile like former times, so we can rule them and control them and make the world how we want to make it. You understand? Read that.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 9, verse 14. 15. For the corruptible body presseth down the soul, and the earthly tabernacle weigheth down the mind that museth upon many things.
So notice it says the earthly tabernacle, the body is corruptible, right? And what corrupts your body? Evil communications. So when you're corrupting your body, your flesh, with evil communications, with algorithms and things of that nature, what it does is it weighs down your mind, right? So the serotonin, the what's the other ones he used? Those big words or whatever that describe they put terms on the way that your brain works.
Right.
You are weighing those things down. You are destroying them. You're eliminating them. You understand? Because your mind is able to muse upon many things. That is why you have inventions. Somebody's mind was like, hey, we need traffic lights. Hey, we need a washing machine.
Right.
You understand? Hey, we need vehicles with motors that operate on fuel. The human mind sparked these things up into play. That's why we have the society that we have. So-called white man like, I think we're at enough now. The world is overpopulating. We got what we need. Let's stop the human mind
and development
from.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
So the whole social media. Y'all give me Ephesians 6 and 12. Y'all don't understand the depths. Read that.
Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12.
Come on.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities.
Right. Principalities mean powers, authority. Go ahead.
Against powers. Against the rulers of the darkness of this world.
The rulers of the darkness of this world. The elites of the so-called white race. Go ahead.
Against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Spiritual wickedness in high places. So when you got spiritual wickedness, they are sorcerers. You understand? They get that in the wisdom. Isaiah 47, the multitude of thy sorceries. Is it 12 or 13? Find it. The multitude of thy sorceries.
It's 12.
Read that. Come
the
on.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 47 and verse 12.
Go ahead.
Stand now with thy enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries.
The what?
Multitude of thy sorceries.
So social media is one of the sorcery. It's a drug. It's witchcraft. It was. These things have the capability to literally destroy your brain, cause your brain to shrink. Ain't that what crack do? Right. Ain't that what controlled substances do? Message. They cause the brain. You remember we showed the clip of a literal rocket scientist.
Damn.
You understand? Became a crackhead.
I was thinking about the same thing, Cap. Talking about Jake with the afro back in the 80s.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we should have had that.
You think he's still a rocket scientist today? No, because that controlled substance, that sorcery, is able to destroy your mind, which is your spirit. You understand? Spiritual wickedness in high places, what do they produce? Sorcery upon the people. Multitudes of them. You understand? To control and manipulate the people to exercise their agenda of evil. For real. Now watch this. Get you was finna say something?
Yeah, I was gonna say the average age for TikTok and these platforms is 13.
Mm-hmm.
So getting that youth, which is why we go out and teach the youth to, hey, avoid certain things, avoid the evil communication that's pushed across the globe. But they're trying to reach the youth. If they can start at if you get you while you're young, where you don't even develop a mindset anymore. Now, it's not even your own mind anymore. It's whatever they push on you. Whatever they tell you it is. And this is some evil stuff right here, man.
2nd Ezra chapter 11. 2nd Ezra chapter 11 and verse 39.
The book of 2nd Ezra chapter 11 and verse 39. Art not thou it that remainest of the four beasts?
Right, the last ruling kingdom in prophecy. Right, go ahead.
Whom I made to reign in my world?
Right, talking about Esau. Go ahead.
That the end of their times might come through them.
Meaning the things that they've created, the multitude of their sorceries, their weapons, so on and so forth, they're going to bring forth their own demise.
Right.
That's how the Lord worked. Go ahead.
And the fourth came and overcame all the beasts that were past.
All the prior nations and rulers. Go ahead.
And had power over the world with great fearfulness.
So this last ruling kingdom had power over the world with great fearfulness. Why do the people fear them? Because of their technology, because of their military power, because of their capability. Go ahead.
And over the whole compass of the earth.
With what?
With much wicked oppression.
With what?
Much wicked oppression.
Much wicked oppression. Much wicked oppression. Social media is one of their many forms of wicked oppression. It's literally oppressing and depressing the minds of the entire nation. You understand?
This is affliction, brother.
This is a part of how they retain power over you. For real. They pressing down your mind, which would muse upon many things. They are putting your mind in a little box in an app with the purple / pink picture that say Insta. They have made your mind that small. You wake up and you go to that box. How you perceive the world, how you think about people, what you think you're attracted to is all based on that little purple / pink box that says Instagram under it. You understand? Damn. They have pressed your mind to that little bitty ass box. For real. You could have thought it. Hey, and the grand agenda is to keep you away from this Bible. You understand?
That's right.
That's what it really all brought down to. Go back to the clip. We got to finish it.
We feel bad. Social phobia, anxiety and depression, suicide, they rise because we're spending less time together. We feel bad. To get over this nihilism and loneliness, guess what? We turn to addictions for relief. So, because of dopamine, you feel good for a short time, then you go back to feeling bad. That's addiction. Filling a void where friendship should be. More social media, more screens, less empathy, less people interactions, less friends, more loneliness, more depression, more suicide. The biggest rise in suicide is in 10 to 14-year-old females, up 300% in 5 years. 300%.
Sheesh. So, it's so much in that. But get Proverbs 12:25 real quick. So, God created us to where, like, remember it's in Ecclesiastes 4, 2 is better than 1. Woe unto him that's alone when he falleth. The Lord wired us in a way that we are dependent upon one another, right? Relationships is what helps us mold. It's about being a nation. You understand? So these devices, what it does is it destroys your ability to actually socialize and build friendships and relationships. And they replace that with an artificial, think about it, right? You don't know how to talk to people. You don't know how to deal with people. But on the app, you got 27,000 followers. Damn. You upload a picture, you instantly get hundreds of likes, comments, shares. You understand? The thing about that is that's inside of a device. Right. Nobody's coming up to you like, hey man, that's a great accomplishment that you've done. How can we work together? It's all going down inside of a screen, inside of a device. It's artificial. So what happens? You feel bad because in real life you don't have any friends, you don't have any relationships. But when you get those notifications, you light up. It's filling that void until you realize this shit ain't real. So you go back to that depression. But then you go back to the addiction. Just to go sink deeper into the depression. And what makes me feel, you see, it's a rabbit hole. Read that scripture.
Message. The book of Proverbs, chapter 12, verse 25. Heaviness in the heart of man maketh it stoop.
To stoop means drop. So heaviness or depression, that makes the heart or the mind of a man drop. You sink low. Go ahead.
But a good word maketh it glad.
But a good word maketh it glad. So it's showing you the purpose of having people around you to be able to lift you up and encourage you. That's the power of relationships and friendships, right? Somebody that can restore you out of that state of oppression. So what happens is you going through these things and you're going to social media for this good word. When it's not, it's artificial.
Right.
It's sorcery. You think that it's helping you, but it's actually counterproductive to what you actually need to help you.
Come on,
you understand? Man. And then that's the witchcraft of it all. And that's that's why you see suicide rates tripling over the years, especially like you mentioned with our youth. Why? Because they go to social media to get the validation and to get these words of encouragement, right? Meanwhile, it's destroying their ability to go to school and make friends and stuff like that. So they resort to social media just to go on social media and see, I'm not getting as many likes as her. I'm not getting as many comments as her. Nobody wants to be my friend on here. I'm no good in real life. I'm no good on social media.
This is America.
Man, that's what's going down. All right, play the next clip. Come on.
Engagement with social media and our cell phones releases a chemical called dopamine. Dopamine is the exact same chemical that makes us feel good when we smoke, when we drink, and when we gamble. In other words, it's highly, highly addictive. You have an entire generation that has access to an addictive, numbing chemical called dopamine through social media and cell phones as they're going through the high stress. They don't have the coping mechanisms to deal with stress. So when significant stress starts to show up in their lives, they're not turning to a person, they're turning to social media.
Sheesh.
Engagement with social...
Y'all see that? That's exactly what I just said.
Right.
They are replacing people with devices. And get that in 2nd Ezra 9 and 20. 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 20. Watch this.
2nd Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 20.
Come on.
So I considered the world, and behold, there was peril.
There was what?
Peril.
The word peril means danger. I considered the world, and there was much danger. Why?
because of the devices.
Because of the what?
Devices that will come into it.
So your mind is being conditioned to resort to these devices instead of with nature, with how God designed us. You understand? To thrive off of one another, to feed off of each other's energy. We're exerting all of our energy into devices.
Mm-hmm.
And the algorithms are now shaping our minds to do this and to do it. And we move based off validation from an app. Notification. That's our inspiration. That's our motivation. Instead of our brothers and sisters and friends in friendly competition. You understand? We're not driving one another. The apps are. The devices are. You understand? You remember the term, do it for the vine. I ain't gonna do it.
Right.
Do it for the vine.
Right.
Listen, these young niggas, these young women, they would do it for the gram. They would do it for the likes.
Right.
They would do it. They would do something that they know ain't right. But it's gonna come with attention. It's gonna come with shares and and guess what? In 2 weeks, ain't nobody gonna give a damn about that post. And you gonna be right. Damn, how do I get it again? What's next? What do I do now? That's why so many young niggas going to jail. That's why so many young women getting pregnant, getting abortions, getting diseases. So you understand, we doing all of these things for something that's temporary. We're not making a real impact in one another's lives. We trying to make an impact on social media.
Right.
And due to the major, everybody trying to do that. Guess what? Your little impact, your little viral post is but for a moment. You understand?
Right.
And now you're right back into the abyss of depression and seeking some type of approval or love. You understand? And that's what's destroying. That's why so many people killing themselves. Go
Right.
ahead,
Literally killing themselves. Remember, I think we spoke on this on a radio show a couple years back when they had the crate challenge.
Right.
Everybody joined the crate. People were dying from breaking their legs from the crate challenge. And it was just for that one moment of success.
Watch this. When has the last time, when the last time any of us watched a crate challenge video?
I can't remember.
There's history.
It's history.
Ain't no, listen.
It's gone.
You damn near, bro, you went to the ER. You got a cast. Some people probably jacked up their body for life. And nobody gives a damn about that anymore.
Really, nigga?
That's why I'm telling you that this world full of danger. Danger! Because of the devices. You understand? Now, I want to play. I had a timestamp, but just play it from the beginning and we going to cut it off where I actually wanted to start for today. Just to leave on this thought, just to show y'all what's going on in the world. Because a lot of us, even though it's on 60 minutes, a lot of us haven't been made aware of this. All right, play that.
When whistleblower Frances Haugen pulled back the curtain on Facebook last fall, thousands of pages of internal documents showed troubling signs that the social media giant knew its platforms could be negatively impacting youth and were doing little to effectively change it. With around 21 million American adolescents on social media, parents took note. Today, there are more than 1,200 families pursuing lawsuits against social media companies, including TikTok, Snapchat, YouTube, Roblox, and Meta, the parent company.
So it's 1,200 families suing these social media companies. Let's see why I keep playing.
Instagram, and Facebook. More than 150 lawsuits will be moving forward next year. Tonight, you'll hear from some of the families suing social media. We want to warn you that some of the content in this story is alarming, but we thought it was important to include because parents say the posts impacted their kids' mental health and in some cases helped lead to the death of their children.
Pause, y'all see that, right? So you got families suing these social media companies because it's negatively affecting their children's health and it's leading to suicide. People losing their children. You understand? it's either creating a whole different version of their child, or it's ultimately leading to their child deleting themselves because they can't live up to what's being displayed on the app. You understand? That's the world. That's the current state of this world. People suing social media because they tired of the sorcery being performed on their children. You understand? That's the state of the world that we're living in. You was gonna say something?
Hey, can I get one script?
Go ahead.
Psalms 10:2. Because this, and when you look at this word that it says, or persecute or persecution, it says the same thing you just said. Read that for me.
The book of Psalms, chapter 10, verse 2.
Because when we started it off, we showed the video of the Edomite that owned, what was that, Pinterest. He said he fell subject to the same thing. Watch this.
Psalms chapter 10, verse 2.
Come on.
The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor.
So the wicked in their pride, they persecute the poor. While we read Psalms 83, it say, hey, they all the things they do to deceive us, to keep us oppressed, to keep us at the bottom, they gonna do it. And one of the number one things we see now is social media. This is what we're seeing. And they starting from the youth, whether you're 13 or whether you're 9 years old saying you're 13, because they don't check. They don't ask your parents to verify this, or that you can play as you if you were the parent. And all of this. They oppress the poor, us, the Israelites, but read on.
Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined.
They're going to be taken in their own devices. So we see devices that they pull, a lot of them down on it. But when you look up the word persecution or persecute, right, it says oppressed, maltreatment, ill treatment. These are the things that they're putting on us. That's why we see when we look up the understanding of what social media does, it shrinks the brain. It stops us from gaining understanding, right? This system that they put up on us is oppressing us. That persecution is on us. But the Lord said, hey, I'm going to put it on them too. They same devices, they going to get the same work. And this is what we see in all these 60 Minutes and all the other cases.
In fact, we using these devices to bring out God's word. We using these devices, their own devices, to bring out the truth in the earth.
That's right.
So all praise to the Most High. That's going to conclude the show for today. Lord's willing, next week we'll be able to do a part 2. And we'll dive into the serotonin, the dopamine, the beta endorphins, oxytocin.
Words we don't even know.
the psychological, like I said, it's sorcery. Right? It's the manipulation of the spirit through the manipulation of elements. So we're going to dive into that, and we're going to show y'all in real life how it's literally negatively affecting relationships to the point where I'm telling you this, when we read Wisdom of Solomon, disorder in marriages without natural affection, so on and so forth, a large portion of that is attributed to social media, the sorcery of social media. So make sure y'all tune in next week. We're going to be back with more on
Let's Talk Truth.
I'm calling all soldiers. Let's go. Wake your ass up. Wake up. Wake your ass up. Wake your ass up. I ain't taking no nuts. For the 12, I'm bridging the gap. 16-11, I'm strapped. Dream team coming back with a slap. On the block where it's at. White cracks getting smacked. Who gon' read? I'm about to snap. This straight facts, my boy, no cap. What's going on? For the 12, I'm bridging the gap. 16-11, I'm strapped. Dream team coming back with a slap. On the block where it's at. White cracks getting smacked. Who gon' read? I'm about to snap. This straight facts, my boy, no cap. Scripts going on.
Well, the script, he gon' flip like an acrobat. Give him a cardiac, he caught a heart attack. Got the facts like under a snapper cap. We got the fire, we be the battle axe. Days is back and we came for the throne. I put my sword to the back of your dome. I'm getting laughter off your disaster, making these bastards give up the ghost.
Cause we getting active. Keep talking your shit and it's gonna get tragic. My God, he got tactics. Give him an hour, he gonna do damage. Flex. right arm. Demons crippin' with the lights on. Bunch of wolves and pythons. Mindset like an iron. We shot down the eagle, gathered the people, whipping in shape. They feeling so feeble. Stars of the movie ain't talking no regal. Turn the king, better get with the sequel. This ain't the time to be evil. Pray to my God, I was there for the prequel. Bringing that fire straight to your liars. Toast that boy up like a churro.
Yeah, we put in the work, ain't no time out. We done a lot of this work, so we bring it out. When we hit up the streets, we coming to preach. Disrespect, I'm unleashing the beast, state war mode. Scriptures cutting like a blender. When we swinging the sword, the demons they fear, they turn around and surrender. When Christ they turn to straight vengeance. Evicting all of you tenants, he saving his people that came from the trenches and giving us planets and all of the riches. We taking the kingdom, destroying the wicked. You reap what you sow, so it's gonna get hectic. This movie is ending, about time for the credits. Offending your brother, you better just dead it or get him beheaded. The scriptures
I
are
take no nuts. For the 12, I'm bridging the gap. 16, 11, I'm strapped.